Esther. So she was our fifth. Man, she was gonna be the toughest little girl. Super happy. She always wanted to be where all of her other siblings were, which was fun.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's one thing that I'm like, man, I would have loved to see who she grew up to be.
It's now been almost 3 months tomorrow. I grew very accustomed to going into her room and being met with like her beautiful smile and mesmerizing blue eyes. But on the morning of July 7th, rather than getting to see that and having her smile, I walked into any mother's worst nightmare. I went to pick her up and she wasn't breathing and she didn't have a pulse.
I remember driving and I'm like 5 minutes from home and I get a call from Taylor. And it like immediately took me back to when my brother died. Like it was literally the same phone call. Like someone just screaming hysterically into the phone. And I can't do anything. And I'm just like I'll be there as soon as I can. What are you gonna do? And I remember like trying not to run the person off the road in front of me and just like saying, God, why? Like, why again? Like, I've already been here. Like, why would you do this again? When we finally were able to get to the hospital, holding your daughter in your hands. And I just remember her curly hair and just saying, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm still having to take steps each day to figure out how to do things without Esther. I work full time, but I work remote, which is great, and it allowed me to have 10 months with her as like my sidekick, right? But it's made it really hard to work now that she's gone. And like everything is a first without her.
I don't think I'm dealing with it in unhealthy ways, but I get it. Like, I get why people turn to alcohol or drugs or anything to dull that pain, that lot. Like, I 100% get it, because I'm like, sometimes it's too much and you just want it all to stop. But I'm very thankful for Faith. I'm very thankful for my family to give me something to keep being okay for.
You don't want to feel alone in this grief, really shitty journey. And I think the tendency is for us to sit in it alone and
Isolate, for sure.
Isolate and figure out how to do it on our own. And it's not successful. It's just not. And so I don't want to go through it alone. I don't want other people to go through it alone. And even if that means I sit side by side with another mom going through the same thing, and saying, hey, I see how angry you are. I feel angry too. Do you just want to like maybe sit on the couch and be angry together? And so right now that's what it looks like for me, but who knows what that looks like moving forward.
So like flowers are cool with our children, just because like every time we go to a grocery store, like, or any store really,
Any store that has flowers,
or
Costco.
even if they don't have flowers, our oldest has picked up on, like, I'll try to get flowers for Taylor fairly often, but it became this like ritual where every time we go to the store, he's like, we have to get flowers for mama. And I'm like, great, bro. Like that, like I love that, right? And now it's turned into even a more special thing of now we get to get flowers for Esther. In her vase, we intentionally got her urn as a flower vase so that we could do that with the kids, so that we can have this like special thing that we do together to like remember her, and also have something that's beautiful.
It's nice to be able to do, and it gives, I like what you said, something beautiful, yes, because it can feel really sad, but it's also something that they enjoy doing, and it's a way for us to keep her name and keep her in daily conversation, and not something we kind of shy away from. We don't shy away from talking about her in our house at all. She's very much a part of the conversation.
If I spend the rest of my life trying to do good in Esther's name, I will consider my life really well lived. And there's other people who are hurting as much as we are. And if we can hold that space for people, or if we can make a positive impact in the world in Esther's name, because I would have loved to see all the good things she would have done in the world. And now it falls on us to do those good things in her name and to keep her name alive in a positive way. And so, challenge accepted.